Yeah, thank you for tuning in to No Flag Radio. I'm your host, P. What's good, folks? Today we're talking about the ADOS Challenge. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping. Don't forget to check out my Teespring. Still got coupons that's running through the 22nd of this month for shit like this and other things. Check out the assortment. Got a lot of things for y'all that speak to my peeps. You feeling me? But yeah, yo, what up, William Taylor? What's good, man? Good seeing you, bro. Let me do this for y'all. But yo, what's good? What's good? Good to see y'all back, man. Damn, what's been up? I know it's a brand new year. Y'all might think I took a week off of shit, but nope, nigga sure didn't. Nigga still with it. It's good to see y'all back though. Welcome to 2020 in this hole. All this, everything, man. It's like, it feel new, but it don't feel new. You know what I'm saying? It's like we just settling into a different kind of decade, though. I think this is a different decade for us, man. I believe that. I don't give a fuck about the holiday, New Year's. That's why I ain't put up no videos. I ain't give a damn about it because I know the history behind it. As far as like slavery is concerned, the New Year was when you got a new plantation, or hopefully you didn't get a new plantation. Hopefully you didn't get sold on New Year's Day every year. That was the fear. Being a black person. So I was like, man, yeah, I ain't finna do no shit on that day. Saying, fuck it. Fuck commemorating the dumb shit. But we in this bitch. Yeah, what up, worker boy? Good seeing you, Miss Lady. It's been good. You on time tonight? Yeah. Hey, you know, I try to make it around that 7:30 mark during the weekend, 2/3 on the weekend. This is actually late on the weekend to me, lady worker boy. Just glad you showed up. I'm glad you're here. That's what's important. So, today we're talking about, like I said, the ADOS challenge. Something I put up this week just to lay out the rules real quick for it. It's real simple rules. You find the ADOS supporter on Twitter. Be nice. Be respectful. Don't spam nobody. No shit like that. And you acknowledge to them, this is how you word your wordings. You say, look, I know we ain't got it, but still give to your ADOS candidates. They're in need. And then you post a donation link to an ADOS agenda candidate. And I'm saying ADOS and ADOS for just the reasons of how I branded this particular challenge, but you know what we're doing, man. Like, we're not doing no banner jocking over here. I don't jock ADOS as a banner. I'll tell y'all that. But the concept of a black agenda, as far as politics is concerned, that's something that's before ADOS. So I'm just kind of wanting to frame y'all mind around the thing. Understand that that's the thought lineage that it comes in the name of, in terms of the whole scheme of things. And what I do, as well as these particular, postings requesting that these ADOS people, these, loud and proud ADOS people, it's like, okay, you loud and proud, yeah, fuck with your politicians that fuck with you, you know what I mean? Like, how, that's not a hard thing to do, right? You wouldn't think somebody would get mad at that, right? And me, I've taken the extra step this week. I'll do like promo. I'll do promo specifically for these politicians. I've been getting with these politicians all week on the DM and Facebook, all this shit for their different campaigns, getting the scoop on their campaigns and so forth. And I'm promoting them as well on my Twitter. You might see that. And I'm going to transfer that to my Facebook as well. I'm ramping that up just for this particular cause. I think it's something worthwhile. What up? Oh, okay, yeah. What up, John Mitchell? What's good, man? What's good, bro? Work bro said I feel you on that New Year's crap. Yeah. Come on, y'all gotta find me on some New Year's shit. I'm still grinding. Shit don't stop for me. That shit is. But the premise is, I'm getting at these politicians on the one-to-one, man. Like, if they, as politicians, have ADOS in their literature, that's cool with me. Like, these politicians that I've been building with this week. That's why y'all haven't heard a lot from me on Twitter. I've been really building with these motherfuckers. It take hours out your day fucking with them. These people have ADOS in their literature, whatever. That's cool. I'm not bannering under ADOS. And I found that with most of these politicians, their game is like, they speak to ADOS in parts of their literature, but they also speak to Black Agenda. You see Black Agenda put in there as well. So I'm hearing Black Agenda and my ears peak up right off the rip. Right? So hearing those two together, it shows, okay, this politician, this person, they know precisely who we talking about when we're talking about policies for a group. They know we're talking about ground state Black America, Native Black America, foundational Black America, Black first, lineage-based policy type behavior. They understand that. So I'm cool with it. And my ADOS people, brothers and sisters jumping on here, they got anything to say, well, you the politicians, you say Black Agenda. They don't say ADOS. Well, the politicians, they say ADOS and they use Black Agenda in their verbiage. So I'm not straddling no fence. I'm just going along with the flow of what they do. And that's all of them, not excluding none of them. All of them have addressed the concept of Black Agenda. So that's that right there. LA, ADOS on the block, homie. Melvin Johnson, what's the damn dilly, yo? Sad. See you in a bit. What's good? And yo, y'all might notice my Twitter followers dropped off a little bit because I stopped following people I saw participating in a little fracas of non-constructive bullshit. The unobjective bullshit, right? I can't really deal with them motherfuckers in my social media type of behavior. I don't think it's productive for me to deal with them in my social media shit, right? Some of your biggest ADOS personalities, man, have been on that shit. And I hit them up about this ADOS challenge, and they've been crickets on the challenge, which is going on all year. Just so y'all know, the challenge is going on all year. So we got plenty of time to see, you know what I'm saying, like, what these people really about and where their heart is at, right? Since they expect people to do all this cheerleading for ADOS. Okay, like, cool. It's like, y'all expect people to do all the cheerleading for ADOS. Okay, that's cool. All right, well, what kind of people power y'all got? And what kind of people power y'all wielding off social media? So we about to get to the root of this shit. Outside of the photo ops and shit, like, we see them doing their photo ops. We see them standing in front of buildings and shit. We see them holding up Sandy Darity and Tone and Derek Hamilton and Ann Price. We see them holding up the things we get wrong about wealth, standing in front of some building with an ADOS t-shirt on. We see all of that shit, right? We see all that, right? The next step is what's up. Like, we trying to get to what niggas scared to do right now. That's what's important to me. We trying to get to what niggas is scared to do outside of social media. With their money, in particular. And we got to do it. That's why my platform has always been about taking this shit to the street. Taking the Black Agenda to the streets. So, brothers and sisters of all stripes, whatever your gang is, all different types of leaders, whatever. Be prepared in 2020 to put all that non-monetarily constructive behavior to the side. All that shit, all that we ain't got it shit. Y'all be prepared to put all that shit to the side. Like I said, it's been really difficult for me to post this week on Twitter. I see Worker Bars shouting out to Twitter. That's what's up. That's what's up. Good looking out. Yo, like I said, it's been a time for me posting on Twitter and shit this week. I still been getting my stories in, but I mean, as far as like me doing like this type of shit that I like to do, I wanted to get to this a little more this week, just sitting up, kicking it with y'all type of behavior. Because I've been building with these politicians in my home city and, like I said, these black agenda politicians in their DMs and Facebook and all that shit. They seem like some really cool people from what I've been able to tell. Stevona, Tamara, Ja'Cory, Kofi, these names you'll hear me getting into. These people I feel like folks that you can actually like reach out to and shake these people's hand. You understand? So you get that, you get that feeling like you can tell somebody not on some dumb shit behind what they doing, right? I get that feeling from these candidates that are walking in the midst of us, man. They seem to be very well-meaning people, from what I can tell. You can see their spirit, and it's like, yeah, man, all that we ain't got it shit, motherfuckers be kicking, yo, man, that shit is shitting on good people, you know what I mean? Shit is shitting on good people, straight the fuck up, man. And for us to have a nerve, you know what I mean, or for anybody to have a nerve to ask politics to hold us down or whatever, man, it's like we slapping people in the face, man. And they are running a race of taking our agenda into politics. Like, they're running a race. Like, at a race, you need sponsorships to a race. You a race car driver, you a marathon runner, motherfuckers get sponsorships, man. Like, this is what the fuck this shit is. They running our ground state black agenda in the local and state politics. And like I said in my last video, man, that shit is really fucking disrespectful. So get down with the ADOS challenge, folks. I'm going to say that. And yo, look, I didn't think I would get this kind of, like, I've got different types of response. I'll say this, man, like, I've got different types of responses, different calibers of responses. And I was like, man, damn, I didn't think I was going to get people that would be trying to hate on it. People started out hating on this shit, right? Or some people were non-responsive. The non-responsive, I was like, okay, so you're non-responsive, but you've been on the cheerleader shit, but you're non-responsive to this? I'm watching that. Oh, you motherfuckers hating? Oh, okay. Okay. I heard people sit up and say shit like some of the early information I was hearing from folk before, like, people started catching on and started retweeting, like, mainly for Stevona. People are really fucking with Stevona for whatever reason. But before, like, the influx of retweeting and all of this happened, yo, it was like folks sitting up talking shit like, oh, well, I think this is disingenuous. This is disingenuous. I was like, all right, for real? Disingenuous? Why? Because I don't give a fuck about y'all side and none of this shit. I don't care about none of y'all side. This is stuff that I put in, like, the challenge thread. This stuff is in the challenge thread. Letting folks know, look, man, this is about giving money to people, a la Claude Anderson. Maybe that's what made people mad, because they say a la Claude Anderson. And it's going to make motherfuckers say, oh yeah, Claude Anderson is right. This is how this shit go. Well, motherfucker, he been telling you this shit. Now it's just going to be your politicians telling you. Since you don't want to hear from the OG, hear from your politicians telling you what the fuck is up, right? So it's kind of like that, but it ain't no fuck shit to it. Other motherfuckers like, oh yeah, it seems like it's, it seems like it's seem like you like you trying to be talk down on ADOS. Like, nah, see, there goes y'all inserting y'allself into shit that y'all don't belong into. Inserting y'allself negatively into some shit. It's hit dog shit, right? So I'm laughing at that shit, right? That's funny, man. It's like the same talk of, like, on my channel, when this whole thing started early shit, like, I guess at the beginning of November, whenever Tariq announced that he was going to do this Foundational Black American Conference, right? Y'all remember that shit. That's how, just to remind y'all how the whole ADOS contention started with Foundational Black America, the Black Authority, President Black Truth, anybody who was saying, yo, ADOS, chill out with that wild ass shit. That shit started because motherfuckers was saying, or Tone was saying, that Tariq had a competing conference and he's a competition factor to ADOS. It all started from that, a conference. Motherfuckers saying, yeah, you are my competitor. Out of the blue, out of nowhere. This is how it started. Just so y'all can remember this 30 years down the line. Man, damn, why the fuck nigga doing that stupid shit? Because that nigga said it was a competition between him and this. I'm that type of motherfucker. I got a memory like that, right? I got a memory like that I told y'all, man, I hold grudges and I got an excellent memory. I will bring shit up. Like, I don't care. I'll be one of the motherfuckers like on the outskirts. You know what I'm saying? Like, you check any of these comedians from back in the day or whatever, the people that come back up and from their past, whatever, and be like, yeah, man, you know, I was telling motherfuckers that Steve Harvey was a hater ass nigga. Wasn't nobody listening to me then, but whatever. And now they getting the price like, yeah, but 30 years later, he's still a hater ass nigga. Because that's what the fuck was happening. Once everybody else coming to the understanding of it, right? And then it's like, yeah, it's that one nigga. It's always that one nigga like, yeah, I've been telling niggas that. I'm going to be that nigga, right? I can already say, I'm going to be that nigga like, I'm telling you niggas what the fuck it is. Straight the fuck up, right? That's what it is. Who people ain't seen in a bit? Don Ashanti, what up? I ain't seen you in a bit. What's good? Sadness. It's good, man. Hope you enjoying your weekend, man. Hope things is going good for you. But it was that shit, like I said, I just want to frame it like that. It was that shit. This nigga with the ADOS behavior, right? And then they started, the follower ass niggas started jumping in on Tariq, right? And I had to block people. I'm just, discussing the premise of how everything been going. I had to block motherfuckers for their not being able to, for them to calm the fuck down, basically, like, I don't need you motherfuckers fucking with me on this shit, because y'all are personalizing Tone's low self-esteem ass beef with Tariq. I had to get motherfuckers out of here, you understand? That was my shit, right? And, the different reactions to this, back to my point, like, the different reactions to what I was kicking, man, like, letting people know what the challenge, like, look, all this, we ain't got it, that shit don't sit. There was somebody sitting up talking about, man, I gave to Tamara, and I gave again. Now she need to be canvassing the block and trying to, and he didn't say that. It was like she need to be have her people knocking on doors and contacting businesses to see what we can do about getting her some extra funds. The ADOS challenge, it ain't gonna work on just social media. That's some of the love right there. That's some of the love. Let me just show this right quick. That's some love from the boy Jamion Fowler. Yo, he got on it. Jamion Fowler, he was like, man, he ain't say shit. He just liked it. So I'm like, all right, you liked it? That's what's up? You liking it? Cool. Word, nigga, you liking it? All right, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at that, right? It's like, okay. Jamion Fowler, like, he was one of the people that I hit up. That's like, I see him as one of the big voices in the ADOS community. One of the big voices, right? It's like, all right, let me get at him. I just said, yo, look, real quick, Jamion, like, I know we ain't got it. But still, put down on your candidates, yo. He like that. But yo, back to this person, yo. This person y'all saw, this in the flip, right? This person's like, man, yeah. Tamara Shealey. This is Tamara Johnson-Shealey, one of the candidates I've been also building with in the DMs and all this. Been conferring. She did a real good episode on her channel today about homelessness and the housing crisis or whatever. Real good outlay of certain things. She had some real special guests on there that really kicked the ballistics. But he's like, yeah, she need to tell people to to knock on doors and all this shit. I'm like, all right, man, but you understand, politic game, to make my point, the politic game is not you just give one time and then that's over. Or you give two times and when that's over. People how I'm framing it. There's milestones that these politicians set. using their team. Their team say, okay, by this time we supposed to have this much money. They set it, right? We have this much money we need to have at this time. And then we have another milestone. Yo, at this time we need to have this much money, right? So it's not just a one and done. You gave, well, I gave. Well, she need to be doing this. You see that type of shit? Like, nah. This is a journey you taking with a politician. It ain't just a destination. It's a journey. It's a journey until you walk these people to their seat. It's a journey. It ain't no one and done, two and done, three and done. They got different milestones that keep up with the ADOS challenge thread. I'll be keeping y'all up with the milestones so y'all can be up on it for different candidates. All right. That's the work, right? So all the work bar say all those ADOS fanboys and girls do is yabbity yap on Twitter. First words out their mouth is I ain't got no money. I mean, you know, the ADOS challenge is meant to remedy stuff like that. Work of art. It's sort of an educational thing, really. It's educational on top of, yo, open up the wallet. To let people know, look, this is how the political process goes. Maybe they don't even know how or what it's about. Maybe everybody is dumb and everybody ignorant, and they don't really know how. That they call everybody dumb and ignorant. Maybe everybody dumb and ignorant, and this escaped them. This went over their head. Maybe that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? I just see it as a teachable moment. Whatever it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what they're going through. I just see it as a teachable moment. In my mind, right? And I've been mindful enough to let the hate stay in the challenge thread too, along with the good stuff. So people don't just say, you know, I'm only showing the good, I'm not showing the hate. So people don't say I'm only showing the hate and not showing the good. I just want to keep my receipts, really. I keep the receipts just so motherfuckers can see, like, look, just in case y'all thought that this was an easy journey to getting people to be on tap with this type of behavior, here go the hate too. Just know that it's hate. It ain't no love. It's hate. So I keep that shit in the thread so people be like, oh yeah, motherfuckers was hating on this shit. But it's exactly what motherfuckers is needing. So I'm not hyper focused on the bad responses. I just want to give the examples so people can understand what's up on both sides and how it is, man. Like, it ain't all hate. It ain't all love. I'm not hyper focused on the love and I'm not hyper focused on the hate. It's just both of them at play. So I feel it's my duty to put them both on the slate, right? I just want ADOS people, I guess, to your point, Worker Bart, you know, I just want ADOS people to, and I'm talking specifically to ADOS people when I say this. I'm talking to y'all's gang, y'all's moniker. You know what I mean? It's like, this is the year that y'all need to get off that bullshit. Get off that Mike Beasley shit. Get off that shit-starty shit. You understand? Y'all got bigger fish to fry. Foundational Black America got bigger fish to fry. The Black Authority, Professor Black Truth, we all got bigger fish to fry. And that's the point, man. Y'all see this, a shame what y'all been doing. It's been people on the Twitter world today, man, like, man, you know, we kind of wasted time last month. We've been arguing. People kind of now backing back now, like, yeah, I see y'all motherfuckers backing back and, oh, it's a shame and I need to get right now. Yeah, y'all want to get right. What the fuck y'all think I was saying in the midst of this shit, right? All right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, y'all want to get right now? All right, well, ADOS challenge on y'all ass. I won't accept no critique about what this is that I'm doing. Y'all got no right to say what I'm doing is disingenuous, none of this shit, because I've been on this shit for 18 whole months. Before y'all even started trying to pick on Tariq, before tone was a factor in y'all's life, before all this shit. So I don't want to hear shit from nobody. I ain't taking shit from nobody. Somebody was like, yeah, you might, people might think it's disingenuous. They might think it's disingenuous. You might want to think about that. And I said, my response to her was, no, I will not think about it. Motherfucker, no. I'm not going to think about it because I've been on this shit. Y'all late to the party. Y'all late. So, yeah. So, yeah, man. So, it's that type of shit. I mean, it's that type of shit. Man, y'all should be ashamed of y'allself, you holier than thou talented tip niggas. You know what I mean? Bunch of motherfuckers jumping on that Mike Beasley shit. That's what I'm saying. What up, Mike Beasley? I know you out there, Mike Beasley, starting shit with niggas on social media and shit. Pipelining shit, starting shit on motherfuckers. Like around the way gossip chick. What up, Mike Beasley? I know you out there doing it. I know you on the fuck shit. What up? It's a bunch of Mike Beasleys, man. But when it comes to the constructive shit, I see a lot of retweets on this ADOS challenge, as a matter of fact. It's a lot of retweets around this parts. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, a lot of retweets. Let's see if that shit translates to dollars. Let's see if it translates to dollars for these people that are espousing black agenda. Putting their whole campaign around black agenda. This is a great thing to see in politics. Motherfuckers like, man, fuck it. We tired of this shit, man. We tired of being an afterthought, as I say on this channel. We tired of being everybody afterthought. So this really means a lot to me. Like, y'all, it's tripping if y'all slight this activity that these politicians are trying to frame up and keep in play for us. Motherfuckers are running a race for us, and you playing. You know what I'm saying? But those just playing. A lot of retweets out there. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm going to say. A lot of retweets for Stevona Evans. Shout out to Stevona Evans. She out there in San Bernardino County. What up, Stevona? A lot of retweets for Stevona. You know what I mean? Let's see if that shit translates into dollars for Native Black American candidates like y'all. Let's see if this translates into materials donation. I forgot about the materials people need. And the brother Kofi Changamire out of Baltimore. See if I got a picture of Kofi. Yo, the brother Kofi Changamire out of Baltimore, he jarred my memory to this shit. He's like, yeah, you know, I'm not taking no money right now, but I need mailers, I need signs, I need flyers. Shit like that. He's running for the 9th District Council in Baltimore, Maryland. And he really has a comprehensive, no punches pulled kind of black agenda for Baltimore. For ground state black America in particular. He on Twitter, he shouting down the police, all of this shit. He calling out the Maryland police. He reminds me of like a Marilyn Mosby kind of vibe. Kind of has that Marilyn Mosby vibe. Really on that kill police misconduct tip. Salute to him. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I might fuck around and also create the Foundational Black American Challenge while I'm thinking, but I might even do a FBA challenge because, you know what I'm saying? Foundational Black America, that's the audience with us and New Black Media. And that audience is bigger than ADOS on the social media tip. It's bigger. So this is a social media challenge that's going to translate into real world behavior. I'm like, okay, you know, we can really help out and motivate the campaigns and also any upcoming presidents of black agenda politicians. It's like that, right? I don't want people to think I'm bearing for ADOS, tone in your bed type shit, because that kind of come with the shit. But, you know, like I said, the politicians that I'm building with, they talk about black agenda. They talk about it in that terms too, so I'm good. You know what I'm saying? We good. Right? I just don't want people to get that shit confused, man. I just started it, like I said, just to kind of wrap it up. I just started it because motherfuckers say that we dumb, right? Motherfuckers say we're ignorant and we're dumb. And a lot of people on my channel have been called ignorant and dumb by ADOS. So, you know, as we're being called dumb and ignorant, we talking about politicians that are holding a native black agenda, or as y'all would call an ADOS agenda for the ADOS brothers and sisters. It's like, you know, we talking about shit these politicians really need. We're talking about the stuff that they say they really need. Us ignorant people, right? Yeah, so You know, that's my point. Like, us ignorant people are the ones talking about what they really need. So my ADOS folks, look, y'all ain't gotta agree with powernomics. You don't gotta agree with whatever. God damn it, but this shit real, man. This shit real. You're gonna have to, at some point, y'all gonna have to bow out to what the ground state Black America is kicking at some point. Banners and all the little differences and shit aside. Because we, even though we're ignorant and we're dumb and we're ignorant, we see how politics is done. And it ain't about no circle talking over who gonna be the president that's gonna give us reparations. I hate to break it to y'all. Y'all can't talk presidents if y'all don't talk state convention, and you can't talk state convention if you don't talk local politics. You know what I'm saying? It's period. You can't talk none of this shit that y'all started off talking presidents. Y'all came to the game talking president, talking reparations and federal reparations, ADOS, but y'all can't talk none of that shit until you talk what's happening locally seriously. Period. Anyway, I put up a tweet today showing how on Monday, Donald Trump, or Donald Trump, as we say out here, Donald Trump, he's instituting that all fair housing safeguards at a federal level are going to be null and void. He's going to try to knock all those safeguards out of place. Let me pull up some of the culprits here. He's leaving it in the hands of the states with his new policy, and with the help of HUD, which is run by Bojangling ass Ben Carson. He pushing it. Bojangling ass Ben Carson. Let me get his face up here. This greasy bastard. Something else I wanted to get into was kind of circles the points that I've been kicking. Oh, that's Ben Carson, y'all. For y'all that don't know, Ben Carson is the dude that called slaves immigrants and all this shit. If y'all remember, he was the first Negro I've seen on public TV call black slaves immigrants. And then when people got on his ass about it, he said, well, they were. He defended it. Like, okay. See, he's a whole ass nigga. It's Ben Carson, the whole ass nigga. But he's over HUD, and him and Trump are gutting federal protections for fair housing. And the way that a few faces in, I won't just say him, I've seen a few faces in the dominant society's media is framing it like, well, this is the federal government trying to force desegregation on their neighborhoods. This is basically what HUD's been doing over all these years. They've been forcing desegregation on people's neighborhoods type of shit, right? And this is how he's kicking it, right? So this is going to increase the racial discrimination in housing. This is what it's going to do when you leave it to the states. And plenty of these states don't fuck with black people. And I know it's a lot of southern states for sure. When you leave it up to states to determine housing practices and basically have no kind of tethering that says, okay, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do that, that type of shit, right? Any areas, any places or jurisdictions where they say, yeah, you know, y'all have been liable for discrimination through these lawsuits. People try to sue these different jurisdictions for this and that. These people can still get federal funding through HUD. HUD handles investigating these discriminatory complaints, and they give motherfuckers HUD grants. So think about that shit. That's why Carson, he pissed me off, and he pissed a lot of people off. He pushed a lot of people's buttons when he was talking about, you know, black folks, we came here as slaves, as immigrants, And for him to speak so dotingly over immigrants, this ain't the first time he's went on this doting over immigrants thing, right? To make a rounder point, but you consider that it's obvious that this dude is standing behind policy. Even his own policies are about bottom casting a lineage. His own policies are about fucking up black people. Right? His own policies. So he's sitting up lifting immigrants up on this fake ass pedestal that they didn't build. It's just anti-black, racist, white supremacist leaning that put them on this pedestal that they didn't have nothing to do with. It was a racist grudge by a racist white supremacist society that did it. He's exacerbating the shit in policy. HUD was created from the Civil Rights Act of 1968. That was a follow-up, and it was created as a follow-up to the Civil Rights Act of 1964. So he's shitting on something that we fought for, black people. When LBJ signed this Civil Rights Act of 1968, God damn it, that was just one in a long string of legislation that he was doing, based in this whole premise of, okay, you can't discriminate on somebody based on race, nationality, color, religion. Those type of things, those weren't introduced into American laws and shit like that until black folks started standing up fighting for shit. Native black Americans. Right? So he's just shitting on all that. He's shitting on everything that we've done. This greasy bastard. This is stuff that our lineage has laid down. And things that we've pushed this system to address. Right? He just want to lie and say immigrants because that's the running culture in politics. Right? And I've talked to y'all about that. I even got at Johnson-Shealey over the past few days about that. Like, I know the running culture in politics is what? You go through any of them Congress bills, what they talk about in all them bills. Women, immigrants, LGBT, veterans. All this is talk around black people. All this is talking around us. All of it. All of it. So, in his mind, he's just one of many who's been entrained to lumping in blackness in as some extension of all these other groups that I've talked about. Like, right? So, that's the bullshit. He's contributing to the benign neglect, as Moynihan would say. I call it active neglect, because the shit is active. That nigga is trying to fuck niggas up. But now you see how protection from a motherfucker like Ben Carson, that comes from the local and state legislative level. That comes from local and state legislative level. Managing your local politics with a fine-tooth motherfucking comb. That's what we doing. Not sitting up arguing how bad the president is. Not sitting up arguing how bad the Democratic presidential candidates are. Not sitting up starting shit with Tariq saying he liked Trump. Oh, he bad. Oh, Trump bad. We need a good Democratic president. We ain't rushing much. Vote down ballot Democrat. Remember that, y'all, at the conference? Democrat. Right? I'm just saying, man, like, we in a different space than what a certain community of black society has been framing us to be in. We need to always keep our minds separate from that. That's why I said y'all gotta stay objective. We gotta be able to always be like, oh, motherfucker, that sounds like that bullshit. Whenever you hear that voice in your brain that say, oh, motherfucker, that's probably that bullshit. Yo, don't be afraid to cash in on that voice. That's what I do. Well, what? Huh? Yeah, it's that bullfuck. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? I do that naturally. It's just something naturally, man. Straight up. And I don't want to get back into that shit. I'm just going to say, y'all, you know, if there was no bigger oversight that Tone and Yvette and ADOS had motherfuckers on last year, it was who going to be president to get us reparations without focusing on the local capital. That was the biggest oversight of the whole 2019 ADOS behavior. There I said it. Get mad. But still put in on the ADOS challenge because you got candidates in need. I know you're mad when you hear the truth. I know niggas get mad. I know. I already know. I know. Worker Bar say if Trump leaves housing contracts up to the states, blacks won't get any of them. Man, this shit is gonna fuck up the housing and the homeless behavior that we got going on. It's gonna fuck it up even worse. And that's the real truth. That's the real shit. And we need to be hamster wheeling on some real shit while all this is going on. All this beefing and whatnot, that need to go out the window. I know the beefing got people out of the sport of hamster wheeling on some real shit, but y'all got to get right back into it, ADOS. This is my pep talk to y'all, man, because y'all started it. I'll also be that nigga 30 years from now saying, you know them niggas started it, right? I'm going to be that nigga too, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope it get through to y'all. This with Carson and Trump, it affirms exactly what I've been laying out that needs to be happening as far as black society, what needs to be our focus. So I just want to pull y'all out that dizzy shit, pull y'all out that disillusion shit from last year to the best of my capabilities. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm about. And by the way, the guy Ja'Cory Arthur, by tomorrow, he's going to be getting with me, giving me some platform information about his campaign. Ja'Cory Arthur, he's another brother running for council. He's going to be giving me his platform information, so expect that to post to my Twitter. I guess whenever you get it to me, he said by the end of the weekend, so it might be, I'll have to check my messages. He might have it at me today. It might be tomorrow. It might be Monday morning. I don't know when he's going to have it to me, but he said by the end of the weekend, so I'll be on the lookout for that. So check that out in the ADOS challenge thread. You're going to see Ja'Cory Arthur next week. I'm going to just keep cycling through politicians, keep y'all abreast of what they needing, what their different monetary milestones are, and different things in their campaign. Really. Because that's what's up. That's really what the fuck is up, man. But anyway, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe like Work of Art telling y'all. Subscribe with your little ugly ass. Yo, y'all seen that motherfucker? Y'all love Eddie? Y'all love Eddie, man. He a funny dude, man. He come up out of St. Louis, man. He a comedy sketch kind of dude, man. He end all of his skits with subscribe with your little ugly ass. I fuck with it, man. Y'all, yo, go on YouTube, Ken. Go on YouTube and Ken. Y'all love Eddie. That motherfucker, he's a hilarious motherfucker, man. He do like the physical comedy type shit more than a normal nigga would. Like, you know what I'm saying? More than a normal nigga would. On like, yeah, some shit I wouldn't do that. But it's scripted, it's funny. You can tell he got a lot of modern influence and shit going on, man. That shit's funny to me. Oh yeah, since we up and talking, say y'all know World War III is finna start. I don't wanna miss that. I don't know. Don't nobody know. But y'all heard this guy, Soleimani. He was part of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. I guess the U.S. had him on their radar for like some years. I guess like since the late 70s or some shit. He been on the U.S. radar. And it's just been tension with Iran for a minute. Shit. I think in 2018 there was this, this contract that the U.S. had with Iran and a lot of Europe nations, Russia, China. And it was like, man, look, we want Iran to kind of hold back with the nuclear developing, kind of, I guess, kind of placing Iran under a nuclear code that they're supposed to be abiding by, that the other signees to this little agreement there, I forgot what it's called, the LROG something, some kind of agreement they all signed, and the U.S. pulled out this agreement last year and was like, man, fuck it, we don't want to do this shit no more. We don't want to have no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's been on my mind. William Taylor. Yeah, it's been on my mind. I was like, what the fuck? Thinking about y'all love Eddie had me thinking about the shit talk that's been going on. I was like, oh yeah, it's been a lot of shit talk behind some shit. Oh yeah, World War III. Yeah, that shit. Yo, on my team, man, look, all we do is get the strap. It don't matter what's happening. We don't know who the allies is. We don't know who the friends is, the enemies. We don't know who talking behind closed doors. We don't know who, whatever. All we know is get the strap. You understand? So, shit. Alright? But I'm saying, man, like this whole thing, like the U.S. pulled out, right, of this agreement. And with this agreement, with them pulling out of the agreement, came these sanctions and shit, right? Like, basically, Iran is getting hit with sanctions. So they've been kind of suffering on the sanction side of the game from the U.S. So it's been a little bit of tension. And they've been calling this dude a terrorist for I don't know how long. They've been calling him a terrorist. I think Obama wanted to strike on him during his term, and he didn't. I guess people got on Obama like, oh, Obama, nah, don't be fucking with him. And he pulled out. But Trump was like, nah, I'm finna go fuck with him. I'm finna go get his ass. So they caught the dude slipping out in Baghdad and shit, right? Threw some drones over there on his ass, man. They threw the drones on him. And what happened? The drones, they saw what was happening and they bombed. Yo, that's wild, man. That's fucking wild and crazy, man. Damn, Trump. He wasn't playing. He wasn't playing. So he did a drone strike, killed this dude, and maybe like five other people, I think, caught the worst of it. I think some other generals. I just think he's the main general dude, like the top general or the Iran Revolutionary Corps. He's the top motherfucker, right? Some other little low-level motherfuckers got it too. That happens. The low-level niggas catch it. I guess it's how they probably might frame it over there, right? And that's what it is. Like, so motherfuckers is hype behind this shit. Yo, Iran was like, man, look, any type of celebrating, if we see any celebrating. So they've been going back and forth on Twitter for the past couple hours. Iran's like, man, if anybody in America is having any kind of celebration over this shit, y'all gonna be mourning. We're gonna turn that celebrating into mourning. So that's what that is, right? They basically saying, yo, all y'all little tweets of, oh, America, we scared. Oh, this World War III. Oh, we scared. All your little memes. They've been showing. Y'all saw the meme? Well, it's a video, but they flipped it. They chopped it. It was like, this is black people during World War III. They had some building burning in the background. This motherfucker out there on the street with a bass drum and shit. Little kid out there dancing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, alright. So motherfuckers is turning into some old happy-go-lucky, happy-dappy shit, but I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, get the strap, though, while y'all playing. Just for the fuck of living, get the strap. You understand? So that's going on, man. That's what's happening. Just want to touch on that. Damn, there's a few other shit in the news I want to discuss. Maybe I'll do a few more news post type shit tomorrow. Just We back in the 2020. New year type shit. Work boys say they ready to wild out too. Let me see all them so-called white patriots go to war. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think they want to celebrate too hard. Worker boy, I don't think they want to be caught out celebrating. If any, who gonna jump up and celebrate and say like, yeah, we did it? All those motherfuckers seem kind of shook. I need to get on the 3%er site to see what they talking about. I need to get on the Patriot Front site. I need to get on a few of these other people's platform and see what kind of this and that they kicking. Like, oh, what's up? What y'all doing? These white supremacist gangs, these Proud Boys, what y'all talking about? You know what I'm saying? They done threaten y'all. They basically done threaten America back like, motherfucker. Nigga, any celebration. They over there burning flags. They over there burning American flags right now. Right now, they burning American flags. Talking about any kind of jubilation, nigga. So they basically calling everybody out like, what y'all doing? You white supremacist gang? Bring them over here. We go, you know what I'm saying? It's that kind of thing. So we'll see what don't happen, man. We'll see. But yeah, like I was saying, yo, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping. Don't forget to check out Teespring, full of heat. Worker boy say send some of those street war soldiers over there to fight when the war starts. Yo, they need to. I don't know how they gonna frame this shit up. But think about it though. I done heard all kind of different types of talk behind shit. Like, understand, like motherfuckers been on some shit like, I'm finna put on a dress. So I'm finna cross dress. They say you can't send transgenders to the war. So I'm finna be a transgender. It's been dudes out there talking about I'm finna claim to be a transgender so I don't have to. So transgender is just you cross dressing. It's basically what it is. All kind of crazy shit. Motherfuckers talking about chicken motherfucker shit. They ain't really talking about getting in the dirt. So yeah, it's like, you know, who real? I feel you on that, worker boy. It's like, who real? Who? Like on SpongeBob. Who said that? Is it you? Motherfucker, who real? Is it you? Type of shit, right? Good points though. You know, I don't know if you're typical Skeeter and Skyler, I don't think they ready. I don't think these Weebles Aryan gods, beer belly motherfuckers is really ready on no shit like that. Not to say you can't say this is a channel that's hating on American Army and the veterans. I've called out all kind of coonery with the veterans. I've done that shit before, but it's within a alignment and a certain context of looking at certain facts. I'm not slamming nobody. That's not a slamming channel. Even though YouTube try to lie and say I got hate content on my channel. Why y'all lie, YouTube? How y'all lying and saying your boy P on some hate content? Yo, fuck that YouTube. That's some garbage shit. Y'all know I ain't doing no hate content. That's some weak ass shit y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, where all these folks at? Where the patriots? Where the rah 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 in the street? I want to beat up on black people. I think black people are this, black people this, black people this. But then when the Iran say, hey, I don't want to see no jubilation, you white people. It's like, oh, so it ain't no talk back. It's nothing but tweets on motherfucking Twitter. Motherfuckers talking about we're scared of World War III. Look at what Trump did. The finger pointing. Look at what Trump did. Oh, look at what this started. Look at what you see. We're controlled by the Russians. What's the dude? Mike Pompeo. He was talking to the Russians, saying that Trump made a good decision. He was talking to the Russians before Congress is even in session. Congress not in session. right now. If y'all know Congress, Mike Pompeo was talking to the Russians. He said he was discussing the Trump's decision to do the strike with Russia. You see, this how we're controlled by Russia, because you know that he talking to the Russians, so we control. You hear all kind of dumb shit behind the shit. Like, all right, y'all doing dumb talk. Y'all not even about it. Y'all not even about it for real. Damn. Thought y'all was tough, man. Saying, never poke nothing, never drop nothing. Fucker stop fronting. Do that. Do that. I understand, worker bar, how it could get on your nerves. Motherfucker sitting up talking all this war shit. And motherfucker, you get pressed to it and it's like, oh, why you want to bring no war? What's wrong with you? I already know. Yeah. Shit. Motherfuckers be on all kind of shit, worker boy. They be on all kind of shit, Miss Lady. But yeah, like I said, yo, don't forget to fuck with me on Twitter. I'm gonna mix it up. Don't forget to fuck with me on Facebook once I get that up. I'm still tweaking on it, so don't come over to my Facebook yet. But when I get it done, fuck with me. And don't forget to fuck with that ADOS challenge, man. That's what the fuck is up, man. We got 362 days. It's 366 days in the year. This year we got a leap year. It's 366 days in the year this year. Yo, we got some days left for y'all to help these black agenda politicians meet their milestones. Don't play with them, because they not playing with you. They took your agenda to heart. And they trying to run it up the hill. So you help them run that shit up the hill. Not to lecture your ear off and shit, but alright. Do it. And I'm gonna get it, y'all. Peace to you, worker bar. Hold up. Put them bad white boys on the front line. Let me get out of here. I'll be here all night. Fuck one worker boy.